This has been like a really long planning process starting in like November of last year. So to see like the bouncy houses, to see all the vendors, it's been amazing. We have a really great idea that so many people have come out for and are showing what they have, and it's just like really beautiful to see.
So I am the owner of Pivot. Pivot is an ethnic retail grocery business. We deliver, so you can go online on pivot.com and place an order. We also have a very unique concept. It's a mobile concept. So if you don't really know what you really want to order, you can actually give us a call. We can show up to your footstep and we basically bring the grocery to you.
We have crystals, they're ethically sourced. All of our sage is farmed. We work directly with the California farm in Mojave, and all of our candles are hand poured.
So all my products are handmade by myself. They're very lightweight. So I love big earrings, but I don't like the heaviness of them. So my earrings are made from either wood, or I have my resin pieces on this side. So they're made from resin wood, so they're very light.
My name is Deborah, D-E-B, capital R, small A.
Excellent. And what is the name of your business?
My business is Ka Living Treasures. There's a nice picture of it down there, but I'll have one here. And I started it 2019. A friend of mine has a business, and she was going to a gem and crystal show. So I said, do you mind if I tag along? Because I want to buy something. And so she's like, sure. So I went, and she's like, Deborah, why don't you buy something and start selling it? And so, voila.
And like to see your vision come together in such a way is really great, and we're still here.
Before you as a proud Black woman today, ready to bring some much needed laughter, warmth, and infectious energy to this celebration. Whoops. This event is about more than just commemorating the end of slavery. It's about recognizing the strength and resilience of our ancestors and celebrating the indomitable spirit that runs through our veins. It's a time to come together, embrace our heritage, and groove to the rhythm of our shared history.
People finally see us for who we are, what we're capable of doing, and what we offer to the community and to ourselves.
It's an opportunity to be able to express, what we provide.
I've been asked to share some thoughts on Juneteenth as well, as to use some of the words of the great abolitionist, author, and statesman Frederick Douglass. Specifically from his famous speech, "What does the 4th of July mean to the slave?" To stand before you on this field, the field of my alma mater, brings me to invoke the words of Douglass as he spoke in 1852 in his own hometown of Rochester. Quote, "The task before me is one which requires much previous thought and study for its proper performance. That I am here today is, to me, a matter of astonishment as well as of gratitude." Unquote. Juneteenth is a day for all the United States to celebrate the slow path to ending slavery. This day came 246 years after the first Africans arrived as kidnapped people to the Virginia colony in Jamestown. This day came almost 90 years after the Declaration of Independence. This day came over 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation supposedly ended slavery. This day came months after the traitorous Robert E. Lee surrendered to General Grant. This day came months after the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. In this June 19th, 1865 document lies the story of what the U.S. might be, can be, and should be.
because we're here, you know, and we have a lot to say, and sometimes we don't get the opportunity to say what we mean without being judged or being persecuted by how we carry ourselves, how we speak, how we express ourselves. Because I know we can be very expressive people, but sometimes it's taken negatively. So I appreciate this day so we can just be ourselves.
Brookline, Massachusetts, and the United States all have our chance to reckon with our history. Our history connected to the peculiar institution that was ironically coined by the Southern secessionist John Calhoun. The need for and the capital growth connected to slavery is our towns, our states, and our country's basis for existence. While we know we were on land that was worked and toiled by a slave, so was at least a quarter of this town. Our state became wealthy, making ships and trading in the name of people like Harvard, Perkins, and Boylston. Our country has built its economy and statehood beyond the false images of unfair taxes, poor treatment, while slavery stockpiled its finances through allies who sought to break up the British Empire, as well as our goods on the cheap. Here, Douglas comments, "The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft entered with their bones. Fellow citizens, pardon me, allow me to ask, why am I called upon to speak here today? What have I, or those I represent, to do with your national independence? Are the great principles of political freedom and natural justice embodied in that Declaration of Independence extended to us? And am I therefore called upon to bring our humble offering to the national altar and to confess the benefits and express devout gratitude for the blessings resulting from your independence to us?"
Freedom. I always say you got to free your mind and you wear it boldly and proudly. I teach that to my son, and he didn't have to be tied to one success path. Paths come in so many different ways.
Allow me to say in conclusion, notwithstanding the dark picture I have this day presented of the state of the nation, I do not despair of this country. So please celebrate today. Today is our opportunity to remember when our government has and can do right by its people and its virtue. It is also the time to challenge our existence by remembering these things do not come easily. The fight is long and arduous, painstaking and uplifting, faction creating and unifying, and ultimately good. Today we remember that Massachusetts was one of the first states to constitutionally outlaw slavery. And in the same breath, the first colony to legalize slavery, as well as the most northern colonized colony to have a slave camp or plantation, as well as the first colony to segregate its schools, as well as the most northern state to have a Confederate memorial. These things come hand in hand, soul to soul, person to person. Our future comes from the youthful spirits of our good citizens like Adina and Zariana. Please recognize their work as a part of a greater collective in our town. Similarly, remember the two women who challenged and successfully changed the name of this ground and school. As much as the LGBTQIA+ identifying principle will help lead the fight to change the name of a school connected to slavery on the other end of town. When Douglas concluded his speech, he read from a poem written by the Massachusetts abolitionist William Lloyd Garrison, a white man and an ally. One stanza reads, "God speed the hour, the glorious hour, when none on earth shall exercise a lordly power, nor in tyrant's presence cower, but all to manhood's stature tower. By equal birth, that hour will come. To each, to all, and from his prison house, the thrall go forth."